What do you need in an adventure bike? It should be able to do anything. It should be able to climb mountains. It should have a great water wading capacity, and it should be lightweight. In some cases, lightweight is not necessary. If you're riding with a pillion or if you're riding with too much of luggage, then your bike should be heavy. But in all other terms, you need an adventure bike to be capable. Right. In today's video, we are talking about an electric adventure bike, electric Himalayan. We don't know when it will come. It might take years to come. It might come anytime, like depends. But the main question is, can electric adventure bikes be a reality? If you think that electric bikes cannot climb Ladakh, then you should see this one YouTube video, this one YouTuber who is traveling from Germany. He has traveled multiple cities, multiple countries on electric bike, and he is also touring India. He has gone to Ladakh on his electric bike, and he has been like one of the first people to climb so many passes in Ladakh with his electric bike. So you should definitely watch this guy. Now, if you are new here on my channel, you should consider subscribing my channel as well, because I upload daily content regarding bikes, EVs, and sub-adventure stuff as well. Also ignore the background noise if there is any, because I'm recording at 5:41 in the morning. And yeah. So Ladakh is not impossible for EVs. It is possible. The only issue is batteries, and we have actually come a long way when it comes to electric vehicles. You know, Elon Musk is building Tesla since last 20 years. He is building Tesla EVs. But this journey of electric vehicles is not about 20 years. It's about 200 years. EVs were the first to be made before ICEs, but those were not relevant. And then ICEs came, and ICEs dominated the market because of their ease of production as well as convenience. But now we are again seeing that EVs are taking traction because of the advancements in battery technology. And batteries are gonna evolve more in future. At least we can hope about that. We will see someday a car having a range of about 1000 kilometers, and even bikes as well. I may be too optimistic, but I really want this to happen because this will make things easy. When it comes to bikes, EVs are heavy. And it's not like only EVs are heavy. We saw this Bajaj launched its CNG bike. It is a 100 to 125cc category bike, but it weighs 147 kgs because of the CNG tank, and that tank can only carry 2 kgs of CNG. And it gives you a range of about like 200 kilometers if we expect 100 kilometers per kg. And for a bike like Himalayan or any big adventure bike, if it is made in CNG with let's say 4 or 5 kgs of capacity, still it will give you 300 to 400 kilometers of range on that tank, but it will be heavy. For cities and even for off-roads, heavy bikes are not much practical, but for highways and for touring with a pillion, it will not be an issue. Regarding EVs actually solve all the issues that we have with CNG bikes as well as petrol bikes. The main issue with petrol and CNG bikes is your bike needs to breathe. So it needs an air opening, and your bike's water wading capacity directly depends on the positioning of this air opening or the air filter where it is placed. If you see, the new Himalayan has the air filter just below the tank, and that is the reason it has a much higher water wading capacity, which was not the case with the Himalayan 411. Even with Xpulse, like my bike has the air filter just below the seat, and that's why it is actually high enough, and that's why the water wading capacity is high. So the water wading capacity does not only depend on the silencer but also the air filter positioning. In case of EVs, you don't have a silencer, you don't have an air filter, life is very sorted. And we have also seen that some electric bikes were taken into beaches, into pools and tunnels, and still they were working. So capability wise, I think EVs are much better. And if there ever comes a Himalayan which is electrified, I think the cost and the range will be the biggest issue. And these issues are actually not like you can ignore them, but still if you ignore them, then this bike, the electric Himalayan, will be a huge success. But trust me on this, if it is not EV, if it is not CNG, if it is not hydrogen based vehicles that will replace ICEs are to be replaced. And you might see, like, if these are not the possible solutions, you might see maglev cars, maglev bikes, like magnetic levitation bikes. That can happen. Actually, Japan is trying to propose and trying to create a system where cars will be flying everywhere using magnets. So that can be a reality for the cities. And then you can have a hybrid kind of system where you have some vehicles which you can take off the roads, and some vehicles which will only run on tarmac, magnetic tarmac. Right now EVs are covering the easiest part of our life. If you see, we have scooters that are EVs, we have cars for the cities that are EVs. Soon you will see the trucks and all the logistic systems will be electrified, because trucks are anyways not allowed in cities for a specific time, and trucks also cover a specific distance in a day. So there are so many benefits of electrifying logistics. The main one is regarding price. The cost of transport and logistics will be reduced. When it comes to two-wheelers, when it comes to adventure bikes, when it comes to cars being electrified, if it is convenient, it will happen. If it is not convenient, it will be made convenient, and then it will happen. So I personally think that Himalayan being electrified, it is the best idea and it should happen. And I hope that someday we will see electric adventure bikes in India, manufactured in India as well. So that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you really enjoyed it, then please give it a like. And if you are new on the channel, please consider subscribing to my channel as well for daily updates. Thank you so much.